From the thrill of a high-scoring showdown to the early fear of the Fever losing, the Indiana Fever's win of 100-93 over the Dallas Wings was an impressive win, but what Satou Sabally has said is really pissing off Caitlin Clark fans. The anticipation for this matchup was intense, given the explosive talent on both sides. The Fever, led by the dynamic duo of Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, were looking to extend their winning streak, while the Wings were determined to halt their momentum. The stage was set for a battle that would test the strength of both teams. Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation, once again proved why she is one of the most talked about players in the WNBA. With 28 points and 12 assists, Clark not only led the Fever to victory, but also solidified her place as one of the top performers this season. Her ability to score from anywhere on the court and her exceptional playmaking skills were on full display, making her a nightmare for the Wings' defense. This performance marked her 12th double-double of the season, a testament to her consistent excellence. Kelsey Mitchell had a season-high 36 points, tying the second most points ever scored by a Fever player in a regular season game. Mitchell's night was highlighted by her 12 of 22 field goal shooting and 5 of 7 from three-point range, advancing her past Ivory Latta for 14th on the WNBA all-time three-pointers list with 537. Her performance was crucial in keeping the Fever ahead, especially during the critical moments of the game. It wasn't all easy though. The Fever needed contributions from their entire lineup. Nalissa Smith stepped up with 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals, and 2 assists, showcasing her versatility and importance to the team. The collective effort from the Fever's bench, including Aaliyah Boston, Damiris Dantas, and Lexi Hull, who combined for 20 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 blocks, was instrumental in securing the win. The Wings, however, were no pushovers. Arike Ogunbowale put on a show with a career-high 9 three-pointers, scoring 34 points and pulling down 8 rebounds. Her record-tying performance from beyond the arc kept the Wings in the game, making it a nail-biter until the very end. Satou Sabally and Natasha Howard also had notable performances, with Sabally scoring 25 points and Howard adding 18 points to the Wings' tally. This brings us to the turning points in the game. The Wings started strong, going on an 8-0 run and making 6 three-point field goals in the first quarter. However, the Fever responded with an 11-3 run towards the end of the second quarter, outscoring the Wings 26-23 to keep the game competitive. The third quarter saw the Wings go on a 15-6 run, but the Fever countered with an 11-3 run of their own, cutting a 9-point deficit down to 1. The final quarter was where the Fever truly took control, outscoring the Wings 30-19 off a 13-4 run to seal the victory. Before we get to the shocking comments, it's clear that this win was a team effort for the Fever. Each player contributed significantly, and their collective performance was what ultimately led to their success. The question now is, how will this momentum carry over into their next game against the Los Angeles Sparks? Will they be able to maintain their high level of performance, or will they face new challenges that test them even further? Let's talk about post-game reactions from both teams, which provided valuable insights into the emotions and strategies that played out during the intense match. For the Indiana Fever, the victory was a testament to their teamwork and individual brilliance, particularly from Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin Clark, who had a stellar game with 28 points and 12 assists, reflected on the win with a mix of excitement and relief. "It was a tough game, but we stuck together and played for each other," Clark said in a post-game interview. Kelsey Mitchell's performance was incredible, and we needed every bit of it to come out on top. Clark's comments highlighted the teamwork within the team and the reliance on each other's strengths to secure the win. Kelsey Mitchell, who tied the second most points ever scored by a Fever player in a regular season game with 36 points, praised the team's resilience. "We knew it was going to be a battle, but we stayed focused and executed our game plan. Caitlin's playmaking was key. She found me in great positions to score, and we worked well together to get the win." Mitchell's season-high scoring night was not just about her individual performance, but also about how it fit into the broader team strategy. The Fever players also acknowledged the challenge posed by the Dallas Wings, particularly Arike Ogunbowale's record-tying 9 three-pointers. Arike is an incredible shooter, and we knew we had to be on our toes to contain her, but our defense stepped up, and we managed to limit her impact in crucial moments. This recognition of their opponent's strengths added a layer of respect and humility to their victory. On the other side, the Dallas Wings players and coaches reflected on what could have been. Despite her impressive 34-point performance, Arike expressed frustration with the loss. "We had our chances, but we couldn't capitalize on them. We need to work on our consistency in closing out games." Her comments underscored underscored the Wings' struggle to maintain a lead and their reliance on individual performances rather than cohesive team play. Satou Sabally and Natasha Howard, who scored 25 and 18 points, also shared their thoughts on the game. Sabally emphasized the need for better defensive execution, saying, "We gave up too many easy baskets and couldn't contain their scores when it mattered most." Howard added, "We had moments where we played great defense, but we couldn't sustain it throughout the game." These reflections pointed to areas where the Wings need to improve to compete at a higher level. The Wings coach also weighed in on the game, highlighting the importance of learning from their mistakes. "We saw some great individual performances, but we need to work on our team defense and our ability to close out games," the coach noted. "We'll review the game footage and make adjustments for our next match." This focus on improvement and learning from mistakes showed a proactive approach to addressing their weaknesses. The Fever's emphasis on teamwork and resilience could be a significant factor in their future success, especially as they face tougher opponents in the coming weeks. For the Wings, acknowledging their defensive lapses and working on consistency could be the key to turning their season around. This brings us to the potential strategies and adjustments both teams might make moving forward. The Fever, with their strong team dynamic, might look to exploit the weaknesses of their upcoming opponents, such as the Los Angeles Sparks. They could continue to rely on Clark's playmaking and Mitchell's scoring prowess while also focusing on improving their defensive cohesion. Now, let's talk about the aftermath of the game and the comments made by Satou Sabally, which sparked a significant reaction from fans and the media. Sabally thought it was annoying to see Clark fans taking over Dallas. She said, "Obviously, it's annoying because there were way too many Caitlin fans in our arena, but kudos. I feel like our Dallas fans could have done better. I had mixed feelings seeing all the Caitlin jerseys in our home, but it's an amazing sign for women's basketball." These comments from Sabally are highlighting the potential issues that teams face when they come up against the Fever. From the roar of crowds to being booed, if you're playing at home, you expect to hear more support from your fans. But if everyone in the stadium is for the competition, it's like playing at an away game. Sabally may have been frustrated with Clark's impact on the game, both on the hardwood and in the stands, but that's been a normal story around the league this season. In the end, Sabally and head coach Latricia Trammell are excited to see the continued growth of the WNBA. However, Sabally was hoping Wings fans would make it feel more like a home environment for the team. The impact of Sabally's comments extended beyond this single game, as every other team will feel this kind of way when they play the Fever moving forward. What about when we consider the broader implications of these comments? The WNBA has been experiencing unprecedented growth, with increased viewership and attendance, as well as a significant rise in merchandise sales. However, this growth also brings new challenges, such as managing fan expectations and ensuring that the game remains a positive experience for all involved, including the players. The league will need to try to find a way to balance this overwhelming attention for Clark. This brings us to the role of players like Sabally in shaping the narrative around the WNBA. As a prominent figure in the league, Sabally's comments carry weight, and her willingness to speak out on important issues can help drive positive change. Her leadership and advocacy for better stadium ratios are crucial in setting a standard for how teams should be supported during games. In the end, Sabally's comments serve as a reminder that the WNBA is a league rich in talent and depth. While Clark's emergence is certainly exciting, it's crucial to remember that there are many other players who contribute significantly to the league's success. As the season progresses, it will be interesting to see how these dynamics play out and how the league continues to evolve. So, from the nuanced discussions about the WNBA's narrative to the potential team dynamics and future moves, this is everything you needed to know about how Satou Sabally's comments are shaping the conversation around Caitlin Clark and the WNBA. The league is at a pivotal moment, and these discussions are crucial for its continued growth and success.